want to build a mech entirely made from spike blocks that can destroy any build in its path. But doing this is going to be very difficult because spike blocks are insanely hard to work with. But I have a pretty good idea for how we can make this work. So let's start off by planning out our build. Now, I actually don't want this build to be too huge or it's going to be impossible to maneuver around. So going for like a medium-sized mech. So this right here is going to be the size of a single spike block in this build. Yeah, that looks about right. All right, and of course, we're gonna need 2 legs. All right, then I think that is gonna be the torso. And then, of course, we're also gonna need some arms. And you know what? That right there is looking like a pretty good layout. Then our next step is gonna be figuring out how to make this all look good. And of course, currently, this is all plastic, and we want it to look like a spike block, which, believe it or not, pretty much also all plastic. So every single one of these is gonna need like a circle on there, just like so. And we're gonna have to cut some corners. But actually, the thing that's gonna make the most difference is actually painting these the right color. So to do that, we're gonna just place one of those. I think we might even just be able to color pick it. Can we just do that? Okay, it needs to be a little bit darker. That's just about right. Dude, this thing is gonna look so sick. All right, so let's start off by building the circle that's gonna go on the front of the block. All right, that is looking super clean. All right, so the back part needs to be like a yellowy color, like so. And actually, let me match the color a little bit better because it needs to be a little darker. There you go. And then we're gonna need another circle for the black part. All right, perfect. That is looking really good. Then next up, we're gonna have to work on the shaved corners because otherwise, I mean, it's just not gonna look right. All right, so now that we have this, I think all we need to do is just simply fill in the corners right here, which I don't think should be too difficult. All right, so lucky for me, all I had to do is make one perfect corner because now I think I should be able to just simply select everything and mirror tool like so. And I think it should be perfect. Yeah, dude, look at that. Now, I don't know why, but it didn't take all the colors, but that's an easy fix. Okay, good. And now all we gotta do is that exact same thing, but to the other side. There you go. It's like so, and boom. All right, that looks really good. Okay, now all we gotta do is simply get this face right here on every single face, and I think that should be the entirety of the block itself done. Let's select that. Same thing. Mirror it to the other side. All right, a little bit of cloning later, and we should have this on all sides. And yeah, that right there is just looking absolutely flawless. Like, that right there is literally a perfect spike block, just 10 times bigger. Now, of course, there is still one very important part missing, and that is the actual spikes, which they're going to be pretty hard to build because to be able to do this, we're going to have to make some perfect spikes. So I think what we got to do next is just simply build a spike, and we're going to need a bunch of them. All right, here we go. And actually, we could use a little bit of a trick right here to figure out how thick it is, because as you can see, as you're hovering this thing, you can actually kind of get to see just how big it actually is. And you can tell that it's the exact same size as the black inside. All right, so here we have the wireframe. And now all we have to do is simply take all of these points, like for example, that, and that. When we fill that in and then rotate it all the way around, we should have ourselves a perfect spike. So now we got to figure out how we can go from up there all the way to down there, pretty much making this a perfect triangle. All right, there you go. So that right there is half of the thing done. And now all we got to simply do is just clone this to the other side. And actually, you know what? We're going to mirror this whole thing. All right, there you go. Boom, just like so. All right, then time to get mirroring to finish this entire thing off. All right, so those are all of the dupes done, but I just now realized that I forgot to paint everything, which is actually going to take quite a long time. So I wish I did this earlier, but we're going to have to paint everything silver. All right, there we go. Everything is painted. Time to put everything back together. And I think it should be pretty simple. All we got to do, move everything down. Come on. Please just tell me everything lines up perfectly. Ah, there's a gap. Wait, it looks like everything didn't actually get moved properly. Wait a second. Did I do everything wrong? Oh my God. I rotated everything by the wrong amount. Okay, I'm going to have to redo the spike. All right, there you go. If I don't mess up the rotation, as you can see, everything is way cleaner. And I think with that, we should actually finally have our perfect spike. And dude, that thing right there is looking absolutely amazing. Now, one thing that's actually very important to me is that I can actually hit people with spikes. So pretty much when I get close to someone's build, all of my spikes go, you know, they pretty much pierce everything. And actually, I think I have a pretty good idea for how I can build this. So I think the way we can do this is just simply by using a bunch of pistons. So we're going to need one piston for every single spike. All right, so here I have a block and I'm going to just simply cover the entire thing in pistons, just like so. And I think that right there should be perfect. So now we just want to attach one of these spikes to every single one of these. And I can already tell you right now, this spike right here is pretty laggy. I mean, it literally is using like a couple hundred parts. And I'm pretty sure that if I had any more spike blocks than that I have right here, this thing would literally crash the server. All right, there we go. That is our first spike done. We're going to just have to do this for every single one of these. All right, so that right there is the very first spike done. And actually, That is looking absolutely insane. But now what we can actually do is set every single one of these spikes to a different length. So right now it's 10.3, which is way too much. I'm going to set this to like 8. If I now quickly unanchor everything, after we retract every single spike here one time, as you can see, everything goes down. This right here is the tiny spike mode. So as you can see, dude, that literally looks exactly the same. That is crazy. But now, as you can see, we can actually push out the spikes. And actually, it is still pushing out way too far. 5. Push it out. There you go. As you can see, we can now just simply expand all of the spikes. Dude, that actually looks so cool. Now, of course, we couldn't actually save it like this, but that is totally fine. Set it as fast as possible. Dude, that looks so sick. Yeah, that right there is literally a giant spike block. All we gotta do now is build an entire robot made of them. All right, then, time to start building. And actually, I'm gonna save this one right here as a backup because I really don't want to lose anything here. All right, then, time to clone everything right here up. All right, so for this one, we're also gonna have to delete the ones on the bottom, just like so. And now when we put everything back together, this should look absolutely amazing. Oh my god, dude, that is gonna look so cool. All right, then for the next layer, we're gonna do the torso. All right, there you go. Actually, I think we're gonna have to do a little bit of trickery here to finish off the rest of it. And actually, I just realized a seriously bad mistake I've made. I wanted the head to just simply be a gigantic spike block. If I want to do that, I pretty much have to remake an entire spike block, which would take forever. But dude, it would just look so cool. So you know what? This right here is already looking absolutely insane, but I actually think I'm going to make a gigantic version as well for the head. So yeah, that right there is going to be the body, which looks amazing, but the gigantic head, I mean, that is just going to finish the whole thing off. Actually, just because I'm really curious to see what it will look like, I'm going to select everything right here. Uh-oh. That's not good. Have I already reached the game crashing? Like, have I already reached the point where I crashed the game? Dude, that would be really, really bad. Load this thing in. And actually, I think just loading this thing in will literally take an hour. Wait, it didn't get saved? Okay, wait. Autosave, please save me. Okay, we still have everything here, but dude, the game does not like loading this, dude. Look at... What? I have never seen insta-load take that long. Is it actually gonna load though? Oh my god, it actually loaded in. Okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to test this thing out for now. We're just gonna have to finish it off and hope for the best. And actually, I think I can finish off the rest of this build without adding any more parts, because I think if I add a single part, I think it might be done for. So I'm gonna try to do it without adding any. So that right there is the body. This right here is gonna be the head. Currently, of course, it is not quite the head yet. So the head needs to be 28 blocks big. So yeah, that right there is gonna be the head. All right, then here we go. Time to do that all once over again. Oh my goodness, dude, the game is literally dying. It is struggling to use the skill tool right now. All right, with only the first side done, this is already looking amazing, and I can finally get rid of this first spike block, which has been causing a bunch of lag for various reasons. So we're just going to drop that into the void. And now we're going to just have to keep cloning this all the way around. Okay, mirror to the other side. Oh my god, dude, this is going to be so sick. Yeah, that right there is going to be the finished head, and it looks absolutely amazing. All right, so now that we have all of the individual pieces in place, we're actually going to have to turn this thing into a mech, because currently, I mean, it is just simply a bunch of blocks scattered together. Now, of course, each of these pieces need to be able to move properly, and I think the way I'm going to do that is with a bunch of servos. All right, so I've just used a very simple mechanic to connect the arms, and I'm pretty much going to do the same thing for the legs. All right, now because this build is insanely laggy, we don't really have too much choice for how we control this thing, so the only option we have is using a chair with cake. So I think I got everything hooked up. Now, let's try this thing out. Here, we're going to sit down, and all we have to do is simply place a cake, jump, and I think we should be ready to go. Let's try this out. Okay, I can't actually select all because that would crash the server. I think we're gonna just have to press launch like so. Oh, it didn't crash. Oh, wait. Oh my god. I forgot to attach all the spikes together. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a bit of a problem, but I just want to see if it all works. So can I flick this lever? Okay, I can flick the lever, which that is what actually moves the spike. So that is actually really cool. And you might not believe it, but this build right here is actually insanely light. I mean, pretty much the entire thing is all plastic. So if I'm not mistaken, we should actually pretty easily be able to get around. So yeah, we're pretty much just gonna have to do this right here for all the blocks that fell apart. All right, I think that should be it. Come on, please work this time. I think when we launch... Come on, please work. Oh my god. We are actually standing. Now, I don't know if everything is going to work quite according to plan. I think I can flick that lever. Okay. Make all the spikes go normal. Oh my god, dude. This is looking so cool. Can I move around? Oh my god. I can actually walk around. And I think because I have the wings on, yeah, we can actually also jump. Dude, that is so sick. And I'm pretty sure whenever we want to, we can pierce everything. Dude, look at that. Now, it takes a second to pierce, but when it does, I mean, that is so cool. And actually, I think I messed something up with the arm, so I have a way of making that work better. Come on. Oh, okay. Everything all good so far. Oh my god, dude, look at the legs and arms. They're moving way better. Oh my god, wait, there's a guy trying to kill me. I turned on PvP mode. That might have been a very bad idea. Can he actually destroy things, though? Oh my god, dude. He just ripped off an entire spike just then. Wait, please stop! I will spike him. I will spike you! I am not scared. I'm not scared. Okay, I might start regretting building this entire thing out of plastic. Oh god. Dude, is that a school bus with wings? Oh my god, wait, he's stabbing me right in the heart. Please leave me alone. Oh my god, for a second I thought the server actually crashed there. Actually, maybe it did. What is this, dude? I just love looking at a picture of Build-A-Boat. It's my favorite thing to do. Dude, the game is struggling so much right now. Like, this is not okay. I think it's safe to say that the spike block is going to continue to hold the title of the laggiest block in the entire game. Wait, my knees! Wait, what happened with my knees? What? That's not supposed to happen. For some reason, I am sitting in the water right now. Oh, wait, he destroyed my whole build. The school bus was loaded with TNT. Yeah, I'm unrecognizable right now. Ugh, my arm. Dude, I feel dead right now.